Hello, my friends in film fandom. So I am just back to the house from seeing Black Panther: Wakanda Forever, and boy, was there a lot to unpack in that movie. First off, let me say, without any illusions, that Ryan Coogler is one of the best directors working right now. He was given a very, very difficult task of making this movie work without its biggest and brightest star, without its centerpiece, and he made it happen. Letitia Wright really does run this movie, and I think she does it very, very well. In what were really, really tough circumstances for both her and for Ryan Coogler. But it was a fantastic movie from start to finish. The one thing I want to point out is the world building is fantastic. The world building in the original movie is in the first Black Panther movie is one of the things that made me love that movie so much. Ryan Coogler does it again when he builds the Talokan Empire underwater, using the way he used the South African motifs and colors and designs to build Wakanda. He does the same thing and uses the Aztec stuff to design Talokan, and it is a beautiful place. I said at the beginning, coming into this movie, that this movie needs to do two things. It needs to pay respects to not just Chadwick Boseman, but also to T'Challa and to Black Panther, who are three different people to different groups. And he does that very, very well. I mean, because it was kind of a unique situation, again, for him to be in, but he really, really did the best job he could with it. I think it went off really, really well. The other thing this movie I thought it needed to do was to push the MCU down the line, down its storyline, onto whatever's next, and it doesn't really do that, at all. Maybe there's some things that are in there that we don't know that are important yet. We're going to find that out in the next couple of movies. But honestly, there was nothing in that movie that stood out that, obviously we know it's connected to the MCU, but there's nothing that gives us an impression of what's happening in the larger MCU moving forward. Maybe the next couple of movies will help us make sense of a few of the smaller things that we might have missed in this film. I don't know, but that's just my thought on that. I'll go into more depth on that on Tuesday when we do our review. But there was a couple of cameos that were cool. One of them I didn't really expect, but it was done very, very well, and it was very important for Letitia Wright's character and her progression over the course of this film. There was a big death that I did not see coming. I'm not going to tell you who it is, but it was ballsy to go this route, and it ratcheted up the emotional level of this movie that was already very, very high to a level that was blowing my mind. And of course, the mid-credit scene, there is no post-credit scene. There's a mid-credit scene that, again, it doesn't do much for the larger MCU, but for the Black Panther part of this universe, for the Wakanda corner of this universe, it's very significant, and I didn't see that coming either. That was kind of a big shock. But anyway, that's my quick non-spoiler right out of the theater review of Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. Join us on Tuesday when we break down this thing from start to finish, and we'll see you guys then. Adios.